To avoid an island, a ship travels 40 km from A to B and then 60 km from B to C. The bearing of B from A is 80 degree and the angle ABC is 150. A ship moves from A to B and then from B to C because there is an island, so that this ship cannot go directly from A to C. And the bearing of this B from A is 80 degree. The ship leaves A at 11:55 and the average speed of the whole of the journey is 35 km per hour. Now we have to calculate at what time it will reach at point C. The total distance covered from A to B and then B to C is 40 plus 60, 100 km, and the average speed of the whole of the journey is 35, and we know the formula distance is equal to speed multiplied by time, and the time is distance over speed. Just putting the values here, 100 km is the distance and the speed is 35. 100 over 35 is 2.8571. So the time is 2 hours. There are two parts of this time. This is the whole number part, which represent 2 hours, and this fractional part represent minutes. So to convert these into exact minutes, first subtract this 2. Now we have this fractional part, and now just multiply this by 60. So these are the minutes. These are 51.42 minutes, and if we round it to the nearest minute, it will become 52 minutes. No, it will become 51 minutes because this is 0.42, which is less than 0.5. So this is the journey time taken from A to C. So at what time it will reach at C? So the departure time is 11:55. To add this to, it will become 12:55 and 13:55, and then I will add this 51 into this, so it will become 14:46. Therefore the ship will arrive at C at 14:46. This is 24-hour clock. In 12-hour clock it is 2:46 p.m. So this is the arrival time at C. In the part B, find the bearing of A from B. Now we have to find the bearing of A from B. From B means we are standing at B. So first look at the question. We have to find the bearing of A from B. So you can check it whether it is given in the question. The bearing of B from A, yes, it is given. That is 80 degree here. This is the bearing of B from A, which is 80. So there is a mental math technique. So this is the bearing of B from A. So the bearing of A from B will be, we have to just add 180 in this. So it will be 180 plus 80. So the answer is 260 degree. So this is the bearing of B, bearing of A from B. There is another way to find this bearing of A from B. If we extend this north line down, okay students, and this angle from this north to here up till this road, the road which is going from A to B is 80 degree, and this angle from this road to this north will also be the 80 degree. because they both are alternate angles. Okay. Okay, now the bearing of A from B, that is you are over here, it will be this much. From here to here it is 80, and from here up till this road, the road which is going towards A is 180 plus 80, which is the same answer here, 260. I hope you understand this. And in the second part, we have to find the bearing of C from B. C from B. So we have to find the bearing of C from B. From B means we are at B. We are at. Okay, so now you can. You may know that this north is. These two north are parallel lines. So if this angle is 80, and this angle will be, the sum of these two angles will be 180. So if this angle is 80, so this will be 180 minus 80, it is 100. And the bearing of this C from B, it will be this much angle. This is the bearing of C from B. To find this angle, you can observe here, this total angle is 360. Okay. And from this 360, we will subtract this 115 and 100, that is 215. So we will get this much angle, that is 145. So this angle is 145, and this is the bearing of C from B. So from B, the bearing or the direction, because bearing is also direction, is 145 degree. So this answer is 145. In part C, we have to calculate the length, the distance AC. So if the ship goes directly from A to C, if there is no island, then what is the length of this AC? You can see here we have information, two sides and included angle. So we will apply cosine rule. I have applied the cosine rule formula here, and let's do simplification and then take the square root, because there is AC. So AC will be final. Let me use the calculator. It is this much, and let me take square root of this. So it is 85.02. So using converting this into up to rounding this up to three significant figure, the answer is 85. So this distance to AC is 85 km long. In the next part, calculate angle BAC. BAC. We have to calculate this angle. Now it is up to you. You can use either sine rule or cosine rule. Because we have now given three sides, you can use cosine rule here, but you can use sine rule as well. Let me use sine rule to find this angle. So sine of angle A over the opposite side is 60 is equal to sine of 115 over 85. By using cross multiply, and then I will take sine inverse. So sine A is, so it is 39.77. So the angle A is 39.77. So the angle must be round up to 1 decimal place. So this angle is 39.8 degree. The last part of the question is calculate how far C is east of A. If you extend this north downward, So therefore from this north, this is the east, this is the east of A, and we have to find how much is this distance. And we know that the angle between east and the north are 90 degree. Therefore this triangle is right angle triangle. And if this total angle is from here to here is 180, and if we subtract this 80 and 39.8 from the 180, so this angle is 60.2. So now using SOHCAHTOA on the right angle triangle, we can apply sine 60.2 is equal to x over 85, and then by cross multiply, x is 73.76. So this is 73.76. So if we round up to 3 significant figure, it is 73.8 kilometer. So therefore the C is 73.8 kilometer from far from A, east of A.